But before we start recording, so I'll repeat. आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत जबरदस्त और शानदार वेलकम। पता है आपको आज का दिन थोड़ा स्पेशल है। आई एम श्योर यू आर होल्डिंग अ कप एंड दिस इज अ डेट बिटवीन यू एंड मी। आज जो हम करने वाले हैं थोड़ी सी हटके थोड़ी सी अलग। एक बहुत बहुत पहले मेरे डैड पोएम लिखते थे, तो ही वाज एन आर्मी मैन, ही वाज अ म्यूजिशियन, तो बहुत सारे अवतार थे उनके। पर उन्होंने एक चीज मुझे बोला था जो आज भी मेरे कानों में बजती है, वो है कि आई राइट to turn questions into bridges for people to walk across. So I'll just repeat, it's a fantastic thing. And ये चीज मुझे बिल्कुल goosebumps देती है आज भी सोचने के लिए, that he said, I write to turn questions into bridges that people can walk across. I want you to just think about this. That is so amazing. And it's a very simple thing, but so profound. So my work lives where the stories meet scale. And all of you know that through narratives, that is Katha Shastra, we do a lot of changes. And of course, Carnival of Hope is one place where we have so much of Tadka, which is nowhere in the entire world. So let's take a deep breath. An author doesn't give answers. They give a better way, a perspective, a reflection for us to question the right way to reach our answers. And that is what I believe, because each book is like a time machine that lets you to borrow somebody else's conversations or figuring out and many, many chaotic lifespans into the short and the best version that we can just pick it up and take it. So books compress a lifetime of learning into one evening with you, with me, and our coffee. How amazing is that? One more thing my dad said, which sticks to me even today. Books don't add years to your life. They add lives to your years. And that's where we bring in the playbook. We bring in the clarity. We bring in the kindness for us to be seen, to be heard, to be followed. हाँ जी हुजूर, मुझे भी चाहिए भाई, मुझे भी कोई देखे, मुझे भी कोई सुने और मुझे भी कोई फॉलो करे. Isn't that amazing? So let's begin a conversation where we are helping each other in this room today, in that present moment, to find the words that we've always had within. हमारे अंदर ही था, बरीक था. फियर के नीचे, डाउट के नीचे, इनसिक्योरिटी के नीचे, बहुत सारे लेयर्स या कम लेयर्स के नीचे. So my role is not to sound super smart, which I am, by the way, but to bring them now so that we get a beautiful, safe space, which is where you hear your sound, you feel, and you can see your real voices within. So let's borrow each other's courage as alone today, and let's jump into a journey to build our own, reclaiming today and the 10 years in the future that is going to come. So whoever is with me today, please give a big heart. We are so grateful, we are so blessed, we are so abundant. Let's give a big Vindas thank you and gratitude for everyone who's joined right now. And of course, it cannot go anywhere without our mentor, the visionary Manish Ji. So with that, let's quickly join hands to also welcome our fantastic authors today. We have Dr. Sauli Datta Roy, and we have Kanis Fatima. She's got two names in her name in itself. So I welcome you both, and I'm really, really thankful that you have joined us today, giving us a journey from your book, which we can piggyback and reach different bridges across. So Sauli, welcome. Kanis, welcome. I'm not able to see you.
Thank you, Mona Lisa ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Wonderful.
you.
Oh, this is fantastic. So, Elise and Sauli, just tell me, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling excited to see all these, amazing audience also with me today. It's a wonderful thing for me. Thank you.
Fantastic. What about Sauli?
I am excited too, and I am a bit nervous that I can convey whatever I have thought to convey to the world, whatever my vision is through my book, if I can convey what I want to say. So that's what is keeping me occupied. Let's see.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm sure you're already adding lots of layers for people to unearth. And real voices are the ones that we want to discover each and every day. That is how we become beautiful. That is how we become authentic selves. So let's quickly begin and waste no more time and welcome our first author, Denise Fatima, who is an author, parenting coach, NLP master practitioner, counselor, career strategist. Oh, I'm having so many coming and she's got so many things all along. She's a demographics expert who is deeply passionate about strengthening family relationships and emotional well-being. She's involved in NGOs, family counseling sessions, supporting parents and children through a lot of relationships and challenges that they face each and every day. Apart from her counseling work, she's also passionate about art, painting, creativity as an expression of emotions, healing, positivity in daily life. In her book, the heartfelt book that she holds so close, and the name of the book is also beautiful, Hold My Heart, Mama. A book that beautifully reflects the emotional needs of children and the importance of the connection between parents and children. It's pretty powerful, isn't it? And she says and she believes that children may not forget our words, but they will always remember the way we made them feel. Yes, we live in a generation where parents provide everything to the children. And the most important is sometimes a miss, which is the emotional presence, which is behind a lot of jumping jacks of emotions, behind the exhausted mother, the unsupported heart. And there is where Denise comes in. So, Denise, tell me one thing. Why did you choose the title Hold My Heart, Mama?
Okay. So, Mona Lisa, one thing that I had was I felt that most mothers spend their lives holding the hearts of so many people around. Everybody's hearts they are holding. Very few are aware of themselves, hold their hearts. Self-love is something which is always missing. This title is all about the emotional vulnerability or that, the human touch reflects that silent cry of many mothers who wants that, they have to be emotionally understood by somebody. So it's just like holding your own heart. That's it.
Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm holding my heart as a mother. And Mother's Day just went by. I'm even celebrating it today as well. So please tell me if you could describe the book in one sentence, which is of course difficult because it's so many pages, so many chapters. But what would that be?
In one sentence, I would say it is just a silent companion when you are drained out, when nobody is listening to you, when you feel you are lonely, you are alone. This is a companion where you can just take it out and whatever you feel, you just take out the book, the feelings or the emotions that you are feeling right now. You can just go through that entire chapter and feel that particular presence of somebody who is there longer.
That's amazing. So, tell us a little more about your book.
Okay. Um, Firstly, what I thought was initially, I mean, when I got myself into motherhood, I believe that strong mothers never broke, or I was into always perfectionism. I'm getting some kind of disturbance. Is it
You're loud and clear. Loud and clear.
It's Ganesh, from your end only, this disturbance.
on my end?
Slight disturbance.
I don't think so. It is from my end because my mic. Okay.
It's audible.
Okay.
It's audible. Please continue.
Yes. Okay. So what I felt was initially, before I got into initial years of my motherhood, I felt that strong mothers, they never broke. Or I felt being a perfectionist, I can always be a perfect mother. And I thought good mothers are the ones who stayed patient all the time, smiled through their exhaustions also, and somehow managed to hold everyone together without falling apart. I thought she was the one who could change the world. But one night it so happened that I was emotionally drained and I just reacted very badly with my son. And that was a day, it was a long, exhausting day for me. I raised my voice, and that was the guilt that almost killed me, I would say. I mean, it was so heavy in my chest. I felt all were asleep. I was only one awake, and I felt this was something which I really want to change. Why did why did that, despite of all that love that I had from my side, why is that I'm not able to express it? Why is that at the end of the day I have that guilt or that heavy feeling in my heart? This was something that I felt. And what the exact thing what happened was I was trying to have a lot of research calls regarding my courses, and I used to have a lot of researches with my clients. And that's where I realized it's not just me. There are so many mothers who are crying slowly in the washroom. They have their tears. The walls are witnessing, their washroom walls are witnessing those tears. That's what I felt. And that there, it was a shift, I would say. It was not just a thought that came to my mind. It was a feeling that I had. And it was heartbreaking for me. I couldn't even realize that it was deep within myself and I had to change something. And when mothers, I got to realize that many mothers are having the same behavior, the same kind of guilt, or they are trying to compare themselves constantly with others, or they do feel overwhelmed and they are still continuing to give to the family members. The saddest part was nobody was there to listen to their feelings and understand them. And that is the beginning of Hold My Heart, Mama. What this book is really about is not becoming a perfect mother. I don't want anyone to be a perfect mother. Nor I believe that there is anyone on earth any mother exists without having that, anyone who is perfect mother on earth. I would not believe that. No perfect mother exists on earth. It's about understanding the heart of the mother, the emotional healing, her self-awareness, what exactly she's going through, and learning to pause before reacting and giving her some simple tools. When there is nobody to understand her, to tell her something, there is one companion always, and that is Hold My Heart, Mama. When there's nobody else to listen to her, this book is always there. I wanted this book to feel not more like a lecture, but somebody who is sitting beside you and telling you, I'm there. Just listen to this. Just read this once and you're there. Nothing more. You don't have to struggle a lot. So these are in this particular book, I've already spoken about the emotions that the mothers carry, like guilt, anger, emotion burnout, or maybe overwhelming, or sometimes comparison. They have the fear of losing family members or self doubt. All these things the mother is going through. And one thing I discovered while writing this book was most mothers, they are not angry mothers. It's just the emotionally overwhelmed feelings that are coming out. It could be actually the exhaustion, or maybe the kind of loneliness, or sometimes she's carrying too many things just because she has maybe overburdened herself with lot of things. Maybe that is a reason. And sometimes she's feeling unheard. She feels that uh, just carrying physically and mentally all the responsibilities. Maybe that is a thing where she feels guilty also for not getting the work done. So I believe this guilt, it's not the weakness. It's a proof that you really deeply love your family members. And that's why you're here. So
Yeah,
one,
that is beautiful.
thank you.
Please continue.
Yes. One of the most important or the powerful message that I want to give in this book I have given here is that emotions are not your weakness. Emotions are signals. It is conveying something. Your mind and your body is conveying something to you, and we are not able to understand this language. We are not able to actually recognize the feelings, or that signals are somewhere we are trying to sideline, or we are not even trying to accept it. This is something that I wanted to give an indication that when you feel most of the time, we all have this, like when we were young, we were taught that we have to suppress the emotions. We were taught, don't cry. Why are you crying like a baby? Or stay strong. You're a strong girl. You should be strong. Or control yourself. Control your emotions. In front of others, also, you want to cry. You want to control, you should control your emotions in front of others. See, emotions, they don't disappear just because you are ignoring it, just because you are trying to sideline it, doesn't mean that it will disappear. It will never. It comes out through frustration sometimes. It comes out through those emotional distance. It comes out even as an anxiety sometimes, or as a burnout. And this is not understood by many of our parents. Mothers feel that I'm a bad mother, I'm not good enough. I may lose my child. My child may never come back after his boarding schools. This is what my clients used to tell me. Whenever I had these research calls, parents used to express these feelings. I feel I've sent already my child to a boarding school, and I feel that he would never come back to me. This book gently teaches mothers to stop fighting their emotions and start listening to themselves or those emotions what they are feeling. So when a mother truly understands herself emotionally, everything is going to change. That's what I feel, that the way she talks, the way she reacts, the way she parents also is completely changed when she understands her own, the hint that her body is trying to give her. This is the message which I feel every mother should know. Then coming back to the spiritual parts, I have added a few spiritual, um, insights also in this particular book. Universe never teaches us to suppress the emotions. When it comes to Prophet, also when Prophet Muhammad had that issues, when he was having emotionally, when he was drained out, he never hesitated to express that emotion with his wife. He said, I'm really nervous. I feel feverish. My entire body is shivering. I don't know what is happening today. He never hesitated that. Being a male, he never hesitated. So it's an evident that crying, when he used to cry, grief, and also expressed all those emotions beautifully with his wife, with his children, why not we? Why is that we have to suppress those emotions and not clear it out with our family members? It's only the thing that what I want to tell you here is most mothers don't know the simple tools how they can eliminate these emotions or how they can overcome these problems. That's the issue most women or most mothers are facing here. So I have embedded a few neuroscience based techniques that can help them to eliminate these issues. They can overcome that problems or that those emotional trauma what they are into. And these are they these tools need not be for those who are well equipped with those skill set. Even a common person who is not aware of any neuroscience methodology also can read the book and understand what are the step by step process what she needs to do and then carry it forward. She can even take it to her children also and help them out how to overcome these emotions. Those are the things that I felt that whenever you are struggling, it's not that you don't have faith or you don't have you're not you're disconnected with your family, you're disconnected with your creator. No, that's not. It's just a cry, and it is not the sign of weakness. It's something that you can always try to come up with the tools that is given to you.
That is
Yes,
so amazing and it touches so deeply. As a core, it touches us to introspect and go within. That's what I was talking about when we have our voices, we have our ways in which we should be present, and the kind of stereotype you touched about how the readers do feel and why it was so hard for you to put everything together when you wrote it. That's so beautiful. I really feel that people should get into chapters where they get these tools because neuroscience based, like you said, is something that shifts your mindset, shifts your thinking, changes your perspective from being, like a horse looking at a cone, which is just here, and just expanding your peripheral vision.
yes,
That is so beautiful. I love that. And I hope everybody in this room is making a note of it and thinking about and reflecting what is within with us. Wow, that is amazing. We'll come back to you. Denise, stay put. Don't go anywhere because we have another beautiful session in summary, which is going to be coming up with Dr. Sauli. And she is getting into something which Denise was talking about, the conscious connect with oneself. So let's see, when we look at a lifestyle and when we look at the framework of lifestyle, it changes the entire question altogether. So let's welcome Dr. Sauli Datta Roy, who is an Ayurvedic doctor, counselor, family therapist, of course, a parenting coach, and she wears a lot of coats and feathers, definitely. She has experience with patients and clients from different socio-economic backgrounds. And that is not only in a specific part, but different part pan India and also the globe now with the digital presence. She's very passionate about the whole idea of holistic approach to healthy living. Now, here it is not attention only to fever and then, take a paracetamol or something to that effect, but it is beyond physical, which is mental, emotional, social, the connection within conscious, unconscious, and all the kind of well being comes together. And that is the aspect which is called preventive lifestyle as a framework. So that special interest in teaching people about a holistic approach to emotional well-being propagates through a lot of situations that just works out when we expect them zero gravity, right? We don't expect just drops with zero gravity in front of us. And that is why she has authored the book Conscious Living. That is what I think, where she talks about a lifestyle framework for healthier you. She preaches and teaches and connects by the strength of emotions. And a journey in life has brought her to different thresholds, crossing over, bridging over to find new derivatives of life and lessons to move on, even though she is a clinician in the day. During the night, she takes all experience in Ayurveda, experience in health, treatments, lifestyle management, emotion management, and many more things coming back through this book. So, warm welcome and a bindas wala welcome to Dr. Sauli. So, Sauli, my first question to you: who is Dr. Sauli? There's so many hats. Who are you?
Thank you, Mona Lisa ma'am, for such a lovely introduction. And I am a simple person who wants to do some contribution to the society. And my book is a way for doing that only. I still remember the first day when Manish sir was inspiring and guiding us towards writing the book. And one line which I remember is sir said that, what do you want to tell to the society? What is that one thing which you want to propagate? Being a parenting coach in this deep parenting community, the obvious choice for me would have been to write something on parenting, my understanding, my take on parenting. But that question, when Sir said that, what do you want to tell to the society? I thought that this is one aspect which I am thinking, and my clinic, my SDR Wellness Clinic, which I started, the motto I have based on Charak Samhita, which talks that Swasthasya Swastha Rakshanam Aturasya Vikar Prasamanam. That is, preserve the health of the healthy person and also cure the illness of the unwell. So, for curing the disease, we have our medicines, we have our panchakarma therapies, we do certain Ayurvedic assessments, and we go ahead and give those medicines. But for prevention aspect, it lies in the fact that throughout the day, whatever we do contributes to our illness. And if we can understand where we are going wrong, then we can do the change. Now, again, it comes that every one of us, all the 32 people we all know what we need to do, right? Ma'am, if I ask you what are the important factors of health, can you list a few? Or maybe someone in the chat box, all of you. I think each and every one of us know that diet, sleep, exercise, mindful living, mental health, we have to take care. We all know that. But the problem is that what I have come across through, yes, Mubashira ma'am, good sleep. So, because Ahar, Nidra, and Brahmacharya, Charak Samhita again says that these are the three pillars of our health. So these are very vital, and each one of us know that. But if we know how to include them in our present day lifestyle, that is very important. All of us know what we should be eating. We have our groceries stocked. But what happens is we are so busy that we don't end up making that healthy composition. We end up eating what I have made for my child, or what I have made for my parent. Because my parent might be having some kind of lifestyle problem, and they are having a restrictive, maybe their calories are restricted, their sugar is restricted, so I'm thinking that that is healthy for me. Or maybe I'm eating whatever my child is having, because I have already made that, it's seemingly tasting good, so I want to have that because I'm craving for that. All the mothers will identify with this thing. So, but the problem is that both these diets are not good for me, right? Because I, being a normal, biochemically normal person, if I have restrictions, eventually after 5 years or 7 years, I will suffer from one or the other illness. I have many families who come that father was sick or mother was sick, diet was restricted, the son fell sick or the daughter fell sick after 3 to 5 years because the family is eating from that same pot, the restriction is there. Here I have directed how families with people of different requirements can adjust, and also the person who is buying the grocery or who is preparing or instructing the cook to make, how they can plan. For example, if we are making three dishes, one can be for the child appropriate, one could be for the old age people appropriate, one could be common which each one of us can have in small amount, and the adult person who is biochemically normal can have it in larger amount. For example, if I say that I can restrict carbohydrate, but if my mother restricts too much of carbohydrate, in spite of she being diabetic, she will fall sick. That is very true. So it is very important that we design it that way. And in my first and second chapter, I talk extensively of diet because that is the vital important part. And I have mentioned certain contradictory combinations which Ayurvedic classics have mentioned that which should not go together. Like, for example, honey and ghee both are good, but if they are included in something in equal amounts, they can be poisonous. If you add milk in fish, whatever you are cooking, it can be poisonous. So be very mindful. Again, dahi has not been mentioned as being contraindicated, but milk. So at times what happens, I have seen ladies that दही नहीं है आज मिल्क डाल देते हैं, रेसिपी थोड़ा सिमिलर हो जाएगा, पर वो सिमिलर नहीं होता है. टेस्ट शायद ठीक हो जाए, but in a longer run, if we get accustomed to this kind of living, we end up harming ourselves. So these things, because our liver, our kidneys, our heart, our arteries, repeatedly they are going through so much challenges and then they suffer. So this is what I wanted to express in my book, and I have listed almost 10 different aspects which I want to talk about well-being.
Mind blown. I never knew that honey and ghee can be poisonous.
Yes,
Okay.
if
Oh,
combination. So you have to read the book.
I have a book. I am reading the first chapter I've done, being honest. I'm going to read the whole thing. Sally, that's really great how you explained we can integrate this, into our daily lives. Of course, we are having a stressful way in which we get everything, and it's just the little bit of time that we have to adjust our lifestyle. And saying is easy, it's hardly 1 second lifestyle, but to frame it, it takes a lot of challenge. So tell me one thing, with this fast paced life that we are leading, with the kind of responsibilities that we are going through, generally at home, the women are deciding the menu, they are the ones ending up. I'm not saying men don't do, but if you can tell us how to prioritize, so that at least we can get a kickstart in shifting one thing, at least in our life.
Yes, so again, I will quote from Ayurvedic text only that three pillars they have mentioned: Ahar, Nidra, and Brahmacharya, which you can say self control. Okay, so what we talk about for mental well being, what we talk about emotional regulation, all those things are part of mental well being only. But said and done, it is very difficult to practice all those practices in the method which has been mentioned in the text, because they have mentioned that you have to wake up in Brahma Muhurta, that is roughly around 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Now someone who is doing a night shift, how will that person after the whole shift come and do that mental health exercise or yoga or something which is good for health? So for that person, how they can make the environment in their home conducive after they wake up or get rest in the throughout the day. I have mentioned in one of my chapters where I'm discussing dinacharya, that is the daily life. And again, another aspect is ritucharya. You must have seen that many of us fall sick when the season is changing. Children definitely fall sick, and many adults also fall sick. So, what here we need to do? We need to do certain modifications based on our season, whichever is prevalent in the place where am I. Like, for example, in India, now it is summer. So we have to follow certain rules. In Australia, now it is winter. So they have to follow a different rule. It's not the calendar months, it's the season where you are living. Now, for example, someone in UK, they are having a temperate zone. So there it is not summer properly yet. So then again, they have to follow the Vasant Ritucharya. So accordingly, you have to go by, I have mentioned in my book, the classification based on the geographical locations as well. Because Charak Samhita was made for Indian subcontinent. So they have classified the seasons accordingly. But in my book, I have classified for global audience so that that can be followed wherever we are.
Wow, that is amazing. Sauli, that is so amazing. Like we have two uh, parallel lanes and paths, the Dincharya and the Ritucharya. Now, of course, my dear friends, you have to read the book to understand it. I've got the privilege of having a writer's signed copy, the author's signed copy, and I keep it in my laptop bag and I keep carrying it around. Today only I'm going to start with the chapter of Dincharya, definitely. Amazing. So the last quick question, I want to ask is, see, we have so many books on health, on self-help, on well-being, on emotions. Why do we have to come back to your book? What is so different? Or what is the uniqueness in this book that you have got for us?
So, yes, one concept which I developed myself, and I have dedicated this book to my grandmother because I have seen her in her old age, and I'm seeing my parents, my uncle and aunts in their old age. And what I am seeing is that healthy aging is a very important aspect. All of us have invested in health insurance, our life insurances, everything is sorted. But are we planning adequately for our healthy aging? That aspect I have mentioned here because at the end of the day, I have seen in my both personal and clinical experience that the older people who have a purpose of life, they are doing better. Their medicines are getting better accepted. Their biochemical levels are changing to the better side if they have a motivation to wake up every day. They think that they are contributing productively. That is very important. The thought that I am growing old, I'm suffering from these things. See, my knees also pain sometimes, but I don't stop because I know I have to wake up. But at 60, I might stop because of this knee pain. But if I have a way of life from now on, that I have built that, okay, I have to go to this place for so and so purpose. And people are waiting for me. If I work from today, then only someone will wait for me when I am 60. Suddenly at 60, when I start and I go and say that I want to talk, no one will do. So at 40, at 50, at 35, at whatever age we are, we should start working from today itself for the older days. So maybe I have met one lady, she is from US, she's working for Kolkata girls who don't have a home, homeless children of Kolkata. She's 84 years and she comes to my clinic for Ayurvedic treatment. She does not take any allopathy medicine. And the motivation, her motivation level is more than me, but she needs one girl to support her to get down one step, which I have in my clinic. So I find inspiration from these people who show that how we can make a contribution to the society. one company, that hair oil company, one grandpa is there. I don't want to mention any name because I don't want to endorse or something. But that person, he was 85 when he started the company. And today I am worried if I can do it. Why? I should plan from today. So that is the thing I wrote in my book, how people can plan for their healthy aging, and then they can stay productive and stay healthy. Because I'm taking medicines, I'm investing in proper health, mindfulness, diet, but I'm healthy at 70 without any purpose of life. Then how will I live the rest of the days? It will be muttering, self muttering, or spirals. So I want to prevent that for many of the people, and so I have written one chapter on that. So that is the difference.
Wow. So, both the beautiful authors, the mind blowing conversations that we have had, I am totally motivated, but actionated. You know, they say the three things that you need to do is uh, agitate, accept, and then take an action. So that is what we have got from the beautiful authors today. So don't go anywhere, Sauli. I want both Kaniz and Sauli back on the screen with me. And there are certain things that we want to do before you go ahead and talk a little more. Let's have some fun. Is it okay? Can I roast you guys a little? That because that's the rave, I guess. And this is where we bring in a lot from the team. So don't mind. Let's do a little rapid roast. Is it okay, Kanis? Do I have your permission?
Yeah.
Charlie, do I have your permission? Okay. So tell me one thing. What is that one habit that helped you in writing?
Consistent.
Mm,
Consistency.
same for me also, because that was our mentor who mentioned that you have to be consistent, right, Kanis?
Yes, the
Okay.
credit goes to Manish, sir. Yes.
Oh, that was the answer. The back end, that push, that nudge that was there by Manish Ji was important. So that is the right answer. Okay, great. So let's go to the next roasting. What was the chapter that was the hardest or the toughest for you to write it?
Okay. That was one where emotional burnout was there. The one that I had spoken actually about my own story, but renamed
Hmm,
somebody there. I didn't want to mention my name there, but yes, I have done
I've
that.
got it. I'm
I'm
sure it was
confessing this.
difficult. I'm sure it is difficult to bear and be the raw self and then be the one who's helping the crossover, the bridge to build. I'm sure that is difficult. What about Sauli? What was the hardest for you?
I have written one chapter on communication, and all of us here, I am sure all of you know about communication, all of you speak. But I wrote it from the basis of my understanding and my understanding of Ayurvedic texts and modern understanding of psychology, which I did while I was studying counseling and family therapy. So I have combined all the two and my own understanding in that chapter. And that was very difficult because I had to bring a collaboration of many things. So that was it.
Hmm. The unpacking of what is packed within you. Wonderful. Which is technically called the psychocon, the psychology of communication. Wow, that is really, I don't want to roast you on that. Okay, let me be kinder on you. What is that one word that you want your readers to keep in mind? What is that? Only one word, okay? You cannot go and say motherhood is one word, huh? Not allowed. So only one simple word.
Companion.
Wow, that's a good one. Hmm. What about you, Savli? Kani says companion.
I cannot mention in one word. I will need two or three.
No, no, not allowed. That is the rule. You only one word. See, Kani is like, Whatever.
Maybe motivation.
No, maybe and all is
No,
many words.
motivation only, but motivation, but uh, it
No,
was
there is
good.
no but, only motivation. Okay. Okay,
Motivation.
now, okay, let me be a little more uh, roasting about authors. It is like a baby. You have nurtured it for so long. So I want to be a little favoritism ask is which chapter was, or which character or something that you wrote was closest to your heart?
Chapter 1, which I will be gifting you as a gift today, as a takeaway that
Oh,
I'm going
wow.
to. This is my
Wow.
favorite.
For,
Fantastic.
yeah, for me, it is the aging chapter, which I mentioned before, because that is my own, it's not something I have learned and I have adopted. That's my own understanding. So that's my favorite.
Wow. So let me roast you further. That was fantastic. I can't roast you on that. Okay, allow me to roast you, please. And then I would ask you if your book is turned into a movie, right? And they say, oh, it's too long or too much action because, we has to be in a particular frame. So, what emotion do you want to be the signature of the movie?
That's a tougher
Positivity.
one.
Sorry, I couldn't. Anika, please go ahead.
No, I said that's a tougher one.
Oh, yes, it's supposed to be a roast for you, fun, rapid roast.
Okay.
For our audience, I'm doing this for the audience. Show love to all of them. They're willingly being roasted by us. Show a lot of love. Come on, guys. Let's have दोस्तों प्यार बांटो बांटने से बढ़ेगा. Fantastic. Thank you. Hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you 30 more seconds. I'll go to Sauli. Back to you, Denise. Sauli, what is
Optimism.
that emotion?
Optimism. Optimism.
Why?
Whatever be it, whatever comes, uh, we might fall, but we have to get up and finish the run. I think,
Fantastic.
yeah.
This will also
Yes.
pass. Wonderful. Denise, back to you.
Okay, I think it is self-awareness.
Hmm. दोनों काम करवाएंगे बुक पढ़ेंगे और हम लोग काम करवाएंगे but effortlessly we'll work effortlessly so my dear friends we're going to a thank you everybody I want you to show more love and write down a gratitude to Kanis and Sauli to allow me to roast you and I hope you like the rapid roast and फायर तो हो ही रहा है आप लोग इतना अच्छा लेके आए हो such amazing books I'm sure everybody will take I'll give you a little time for you to just share Kanis back to you that thing that everybody who's in the room should know about why they have to buy your book and have to read it.
Okay. As I said, Hold My Heart, Mama. It's not just the book, it's an emotional companion for mothers who silently cried at nights, who wept at nights. Their pillows were wet. Their washroom walls have witnessed their tears. And society is teaching us how to sacrifice, how to give, how to stay strong. But nobody teaches us how to process your emotions. Struggling with the guilt, that anger, self doubt, all these things are the saddest part actually, where nobody is telling us how to live out of these, come out of these feelings and then how to live a normal life. So it's not about the perfection, it's about real motherhood with all the flaws within you also. You're still a mother. And it's okay if there are flaws, if there's no perfection in your motherhood, it's completely okay. It's about the real life situations that you are in, how to come out of that, emotional understanding, and practical guidance, simple techniques, how you can easily, without having any effort, you can come out of it. So this is one thing that I want to share with all my friends here. Sometimes anger is not anger. It's just an exhaustion. It's just the guilt is also not the failure sometimes. It's just a deep feeling that you have within yourself. So homes can become calmer. Children also feel emotionally safer when mother tries to change herself emotionally. So that's where hold your heart, hold my heart, Mama, is just like holding your hand whenever you are feeling suppressed, when you're feeling alone. That
Amazing, amazing. I love that. I'm holding this beautiful heart for mothers. And like everybody says, it's the Fibonacci code, which is nature's law. Imperfect itself is so beautifully perfect. And I want all of you to go inside and give a big, big round of applause for yourself. Thank you so much, Kanis. That was amazing. Now, quickly to Sauli, why should we go and read your book?
I want you to read my book because I have made it easy to follow whatever you already know. You know what to eat, you know how much to sleep, you know how to regulate your emotion, but you are finding it difficult to implement it. And me and my book want to handhold that. I and my book want to customize it for you. And at the end, I have mentioned few pages where the reader can customize their plan according to the suggestions given in the book so that they can work out with whatever they know, or maybe they know half, they can read the whole thing and then adopt it in a proper way. Like, you should be eating curd, but when? That is mentioned. So, how curd can be healthy for you? That is mentioned. So, that's what I can do for you.
Amazing. Both of you, thank you so much, Kanis and Sauli. If you want to be the who, the what, the how, the when, the where, you read what these amazing authors have written for you. Let's quickly open up for reflections, insights, some questions. Fire away, my dear friends. Dosto, they are with us. We have access to them. Any questions, any reflections, please go unmute yourself and share.
Good evening, Dr. Mona Lisa. Shubhaya.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. At the outset, very well conducted, full of energy, and you're fully involved in the day, in the event, and that is coming across. So my compliments for that. As far as the authors are concerned, Dr. Kanis, I think I could actually feel her heart in her hands. She brought out her heart outside and put it across in the book. And mind you, I have not even purchased the book. I have no idea what's written. It is her words which are telling me. So now, since she has, I will not use the word pitched because that's a very minor word. Since उन्होंने अपना दिल खोल के आगे रख दिया है, तो अब ये मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि मैं उनकी बुक को खरीदूं, पढ़ूं और उनकी धड़कन के साथ अपनी धड़कन को अलाइन करूं. पहली बात. Secondly, I think Dr. Safi, I've been observing and watching her inputs and contributions. So sincere, so sincere. It is a sincerity which has touched me. So these two books definitely are going to be part of my book collections. My compliments to both the authors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shubha
Amazing.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shivaji.
शोभा जी आपने तो दिन बना लिया सभी का एंड ये जो हम लोग शेयर कर रहे हैं दिस इज ऑल अबाउट कनेक्शन एंड दैट इज व्हाई ink to impact is so amazing. So thanks to that beautiful compliment for our authors and of course the team. मैं तो निमित्त मात्र हूँ, थोड़े सा मुंह दिखाया मैंने, कुछ किया नहीं है, इन लोगों ने सब किया है, आप ही लोग हो जो सब करते हो. Amazing. Any questions for our authors? Just shoot the questions. It's a very safe space. Feel free to share. क्वेश्चन नहीं तो मन की बात ही बोल दो, मन से मन की बात. We have so many of us, right? Harsha, Harshna, Ikram, Momita, Komal, Farida, Arshi, Ruby, Renu, Sharmila, Manishji, of course, Dr. Mona Lisa, Rojina, Trupti, Pallavi, myself, of course, Dr.
They have
Shakti.
motivated us to read their books now. I'm so excited.
Fantastic.
It was
Sure.
really, heart-touching to listen to them, and they connected themselves with us in the whole conversation. I would love to read
Amazing.
them.
Amazing. Thank you, Ruby. That's so sweet of you. Fantastic. And we have Priyanka, Akansha, Ginny, Shubhangini, Pushpa, Marcela, Sema. We have so many others. Filza, Priyanka. Did I name you? Sheetal, Pallavi. So many of us. हाँ जी कोमल जी बताइए बिल्कुल रेडी है.
Yeah. Actually, I couldn't attend from the very beginning. So when I attended and when I listened to it last 15-20 minutes only, but I was missing that why I didn't listen to the full lesson. It was really wonderful. Both of them are so confident, so fruitful, very nice. I'm missing maybe the recording. If I get the recording, I'll watch to it for sure. Thank you.
अमेजिंग ऑफ कोर्स. जब दिल जुड़ गया, जब सासू से सास से बात करने लगेगी तो सब जुड़ ही जाएगा. Thank you, Komal ji. Such lovely gestures and share for Dr. Sauli and Kanis. It's amazing. कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछ रहा तो मैं ही पूछ लेती हूँ आप लोगों के बिहाफ में. रेनू, you have a question?
Yes. No, I don't
Yeah.
have a question. Definitely, I don't have a question, but सच में वो जो दिल था ना, वो जब पहले एक आवाज आ रही थी ना, कनीज, व्हेन यू सेड ना कि कुछ तो पीछे से आवाज आ रही है, करेक्ट? और वो लिटरली आई वाज फीलिंग वो दिल जैसे धक धक कर रहा होता है ना. सो आई थॉट यू हैव क्रिएटेड सम साउंड इफेक्ट बिहाइंड टू मेक दैट बुक रियल. So literally, I was having that feeling with that book. So, but yes, it really touched our hearts. So yes, conscious living or Dil Se Motherhood, it has great combination. Thank you so much for being here today. सच में बहुत मजा आया, बहुत मजा आया.
Amazing.
So you can
And
ask question.
yes,
Sharmila
and
is there.
I want to take this moment to give a big shout out to Renu and Sharmili. पीछे से इतना धमाल करते हैं तो पता ही नहीं चलता है, बट आगे कमी दिखते हैं. So lots of love and thank you so much for doing all that you do. Invisible becomes visible through this experience. So thank you, Renu. Thank you, Sharmili. I want to ask a quick question is how do we connect with you and where do we get the gift and what is it that is the place that we can go and find your books?
The books are available in Flipkart and Amazon, both the profiles. So the links will be shared with you. And also just type my name in Google. You can reach out to me. It's there. And even if you get the spelling wrong, Google will take you to me. I checked it today.
Amazing. That shows how much body of work you have, Sauli. Amazing. What about pennies? Pennies, please share.
Yes, I've already shared the link where you can connect with me, and shortly I'm going to send even the link of my book. If you feel you can, it's worthy to read, then yes, definitely you can purchase this book.
Awesome.
I'm going to share that as well. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
So
this
we
is the
do
book
have
that you can
the
share.
link.
And one more thing is I will be I've also shared the document. I think that will be in the PDF. Whatever I have shared, kindly you can share it here into this platform, so that the sample of the book will be given as a freebie today.
Actually, that is the first chapter that she's gifting, which is the closest to her. So वो सबसे प्रेम भाव and favoritism वाला chapter है जो आपको gift मिल रहा है. So please download immediately, read, go and get their books, and it would be an amazing journey across. So Sauli, quick
Yes.
share of your links as well.
Yes, yes, I
Um,
have shared the link, and I want to share a PDF format. Someone can take a printout of it, simple printout, and make use of it in their own very way so that they can plan their daily life, they can manage their well-being, they can manage uh, they can know their prakriti, because in Ayurveda we talk about that everything is not good for everyone. We talk about vata, pitta, and kapha and number of combinations of it. So you have to find the prakriti of yours, and that prakriti is very important. So I am giving this, ma'am, can you drop it? I have shared with you.
I would request Remu and Shamil
I
if
have
you
shared
can
in the group.
do that.
If you can find it.
Yeah, share in the group, then we can.
Yeah, I have shared. I have already given.
Okay, it's in the group
Thank-
now.
I also found it. Yeah, I'm sure.
Fantastic,
So yeah,
fantastic. Thank
so
you.
this one, all of you can download it, and you can first go through your prakriti, you can understand it, and then from whatever you already know, you can design your daily life, your diet, your gratitude journaling, your mental well-being, your anxiety management, everything. And if you cannot figure out, or if you are in doubt or confusion, I'm always there ready to help you. So get in touch with me. Thank you so much.
That is so amazing. Our gratitude for you to take out your time to come and share your heart and your voice to all of us today. It's a humble journey that we have done. And I will go back to the first thing that I shared with you, which is what my dad said. Uh, the authors do write a book for you to turn the questions into
Mona
a
Lisa, you are not on camera. Something wrong, or it's
oh, 1 second.
perfect.
Yeah, okay. So the first thing that I said when we started is I want to go back to that, and I want to share that what my dad was saying, that authors, I write because I want to build that bridge so that you can ask the right questions and reach your destination. So with that thought, I'm inviting you to invest in yourself, do the reading, do that entire life journey experience, manthan, figuring out that Sauli and Kaniz have gone through and shared with us. With that, I humbly bow to the wisdom. आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद to join, and I will see you with Renu and Shamili in the next Ink to Impact very, very soon with amazing authors coming back to you on Monday. See you on Monday. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you,
To
everybody.
everyone, thank you so much.